y'all, welcome back to another episode of Brave Kids Art Club. Today we're going to be going on a field trip, and I am so excited because we are going to visit the studio of Michael Foster, who's not only a talented illustrator, but also an animator, which means he basically makes cartoons. How cool is that? But I'll go ahead and let him introduce himself a little bit more and what he does, and he's gonna show us how to draw one of his characters. So I know I'm super excited, but are you guys excited? Awesome. Okay, let's meet Michael. Hey, Michael.
Hey, Brad. Thank you so much for having me on the Brave Kids Art Club. I'm so excited. My name is Michael Foster, and I'm an illustrator and an animator, which basically means I get to draw cartoons all day, I get to animate and make cartoons all day, and I even get to watch cartoons, but not all day. I think the only thing that would be better is if I was a cartoon. Whoa, this is incredible! I'm a cartoon! But let's get back to reality. I'm going to show you how I draw one of my cartoon characters. Alright, so here we are with our blank piece of paper. And I'm going to be drawing one of my cartoon characters, which is a funny little pig wearing pants and a silly little hat. So all you need is a No.5 pencil, some type of inking pen. In this case, I'm using this brush pen. You can see that top there. So it flows like a brush, but you can use any type of pen that you want. And then I'm going to be using a kneaded eraser to erase those pencil lines eventually. So let's grab our pencil. And for the body of my pig, I'm going to be using very simple shapes. I'm just going to use a circle. So right in the center here, I'm just going to draw a circle for his body. Now he's going to be wearing pants and have a silly hat. So the pants, I want to have a line down here for his pants and another line at top for his hat. Now I'm going to have his ears sticking out from underneath his hat. So on this side here, I'm going to draw these curved lines for these ears, and the other side for another ear. And then for this side of the body, I'm going to have his nose sticking off to the side. So I'm going to bring this down a little bit. And now I'm going to turn my page. Don't be afraid to turn your page because you want your hand always to be comfortable when drawing. And what I'm going to do is draw this curved line for his snout or his nose. And this will continue down to his body. Now I'm going to put two nostrils where his snout is, and they're just going to be simple curved lines like that. Now let's go up and do his hat. I'm going to be using 3 triangles and then a curved line to create his silly hat. So here's one triangle off to the left side, another triangle in the center, and another triangle off to the right. Next, I'm going to create this curved line to create the top part of his hat. Next, I'm going to come down, and remember, you can turn your page so your hand is always comfortable. I'm going to come down to where his legs should be. And all I'm going to do is create these 4 curved lines for his legs coming out where his pants are. And there's his legs. And there's his pant legs. Next, I'm going to draw his left arm and then his right arm. But his left arm is just on the side of his body, just hanging there. And those are simple lines. Short little arm. And then a line across for his hoof. I'm going to turn my page, and I'm going to have his hand on his hip here. So I'm going to draw another curved line and then a straight line where his arm is bending. And then another line to show where his hoof would be. My pig here is going to actually have suspenders holding up his pants. And they're going to be 2 curved lines. So I'm going to start up here on his back here and curve a line and connect it down to his pants, and a circle for the button. I'm going to come under his nose here and curve a line down connected to his pants, another circle, and then I'm going to do his face. His eyes are going to be 2 dots. And I'm going to give him some eyebrows, and it's okay if it crosses over into the hat. Then I'm going to make his cheek a curve, his chubby cheek. And then his mouth is going to come from his chubby cheek and out. Next, I'm going to put a line right where the center of his pants are. And then at the right here near his behind, I'm going to have his tail coming out, which is just a squiggle. Last thing I'm going to do is just put in a few more lines where the ear, and then some lines that show he has some stray hairs, and then maybe a few pieces of hair coming off his back. And there is my pig, all sketched out and ready to be inked up. So go ahead, grab your inking pen, whatever pen you want to use. And what I'm going to do is start defining this shape with my pen. And I'm just going to follow my lines that I sketched out. So I'm going to start from the ear, and I'm going to curve down to the leg. So here we go. There's one. I'm going to start from the nose. Right underneath the nose, come down to connect this line. Come down on the bottom. And all you're doing is starting to trace over with your pen these pencil lines that you drew. Now I'm going to speed this up. You're going to see me working really, really fast, but you take your time inking this up, and then I'll be back to show you how do I color it. And now I'm back, and here is our pig all inked up. Now I'm going to take my kneaded eraser, or any eraser that you may have, and after the ink is dried, I'm going to erase those pencil lines. So let's just take out those pencil lines we did, so we're left with just a nice inked up silly pig. And I think that'll do. All right, so there we are with our inked up pig. He's looking pretty good. So next, I'm gonna show you how I color this pig. Now you can use crayons, you can use colored pencils, you can use markers, anything that you have lying around. Today, I'm actually gonna be using watercolor. So I have my watercolors here. I have a brush. I have a paper towel to clean off my brush. And I have some water. So I'm going to be using only 3 colors, I think. I'm going to be making his body a pinkish color, and his hat maybe an orange and a green, and then maybe his pants I'll keep orange too. So I'm going to take my brush, dip it into the water, find my orange color on my watercolors here, And I'm just gonna color and start brushing these pants. And don't be afraid to go over the black. Once it dries, that black will show through. And then I'm going to use more orange up here on the top part of the hat. And it's okay if you go outside the lines. I always do. Not always on purpose, so that's why I say it's okay to go outside the lines. So you want to clean off your brush between each color. Now I'm going to speed this part of the video up again to color this. You're going to see me working fast, but you take your time coloring it. So I'll be right back after I color. Okay, I'm back, and my pig is all colored up. But the last thing you want to do, so it's important, is that everybody needs to know who drew this and when did that person draw that. So always, always, always sign your artwork and put a date next to it. So I'm going to sign mine. I'm going to use M.K. Foster, and the year is 2020. And that's it. Now, this pig is very lonely. He needs some friends. So I took the time to draw some of his friends. And let's take a look at them. And here we are with all the pig's friends. Down here we have a little red bird with his little baseball cap on. Over here we have a turtle with a scarf and a hat. And this big guy over here, this moose, with his high top sneakers, his shorts, his shirt, and a silly grin. Up here we have little frog with her pink dress and pink bow. And last we have the possum, and he's here listening to some tunes on his headset here. And that's it. Here's the pig and all the different type of characters that you can make. Thanks for watching. Well, thank you so much for spending some time with me, and I hope you learned something about drawing cartoon characters. I just want to encourage you to continue drawing. Always have a sketchbook with you. Always have a pen or a pencil to draw with. And just enjoy the process of drawing. Don't worry about making mistakes. You can use an eraser to erase some lines, but just learn from those mistakes and just grow as an artist. So I just want to say thank you again. Thank you, Brad, for having me on the Brave Kids Art Club. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Michael. Oh man, that was so much fun. I am so grateful that he took the time to show us how to draw one of his characters, and then he showed us more characters, which was so much fun. Well, I hope you had as much fun as I did. Thank you guys so much for showing up and going on this field trip with me. If you want to see more of Michael Foster's work, you can go to his website, and it's in the link below. Thank you guys, and remember, be brave, be creative, but most importantly, be you. Alrighty, we'll see you guys next time.